So this video is just explaining a couple of the problems on the homework. I'm doing problems very similar but slightly different, just to give everyone a little extra help if you need on the homework. So one of the problems that you're going to see, they give you two lines that are parallel. Okay, and this is similar to the ones that you will be seeing, but not exactly the same. Pretty close, but not exactly the same. So we have y equal 2x plus 3, and we have y equal 2x minus 5. Now they happen to color code them, so it's a little easier to figure out which one goes with which, but let's say they weren't color coded. How would we tell? So what we would look at is this plus 3. That plus 3 is telling us that my y-intercept should be 3. So this one right here has a y-intercept of 3. This one here has this minus 5. That's telling us that it should have a y-intercept of -5. So you see that that's down here. So if they gave us these two graphs and they gave us two equations and we had to decide which one was which, and both of them have the same steepness, they both have the same slope. Notice they both have a 2 here because they both are parallel, we call it. Then you're going to look at this y-intercept, the number without the x. So this plus 3 tells us that it's going to go with the graph that has a y-intercept of 3. This minus 5 tells us it's going to go with the graph that has a y-intercept of -5. Now, in this particular case, they did give us the slope. They gave us the equation, but let's say they didn't. How would I do that? So what I would do is I would find 2 points that are nice. So let's say this point to here, this looks nice. And I need to decide, how am I moving? So I am going up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. So slope is change of y over change of x. And my change of y is 2, my change of x is 1. And that's why the red one has a slope of 2. Now the blue one is parallel, so it actually has the same slope. I'm just going to find 2 nice points here. So let's say here and here. I'm going to go up 2 again over 1. So I got the same 2 over 1. Now let's say that they want us to graph another line and decide where that line would be. And let's say that that line has the equation y equal, change the color, y equal 2x, let's say minus 2. Okay, so you see it's got 2x, just like these, so it's going to have the same slope. But notice this -2. This is going to tell us that our y-intercept is going to be down here at -2. So let me just get, okay. So I'm going to come down here to -2. Okay, that's going to be my y-intercept. And then my slope is going to be the same. Up to every 1, up to every 1, up to every 1. Okay. And then I can draw my line. And I'm going to start here to here, but I want to extend this. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And so my line I need to extend a little. So I come here to the select. And once I get on this and I get that line, whoops, I'm grabbing the wrong thing here. So on this line, I'm going to grab this and then I can extend it. I can extend it this way too. And then if I want to add arrows, I can come click on it and I've got choices for arrows on both sides. I'm going to click down lower so I can see it. So I've got arrows on both sides. And there's my graph. Let's say that they wanted me to do another one. Let's say they wanted me to do one that was, let me write it here, y equal, let's say it was a -2x minus 2. So it still has that same y-intercept of -2, but so I'm going to come down here to -2 and I'm going to have a y-intercept here. But now my slope is a -2. So what does that mean? -2 over 1. So I'm going to go down to and then I'm going to go right 1. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to go down to right 1, down to right 1. Okay. Now, instead of going down to right 1, I can go opposite, up to left 1. Up to left 1, and so forth. And then I'm going to draw my line. Okay. So let me just start my line. I'm going to change the color of it here, and I'm going to move it. So let me come here, select. I'm going to change this color to orange. And then let me kind of get it placed a little better. And then if I want, I can add arrows to both sides, and there we go. Now, let's say we have a problem like the following. So let's say they gave us a table and they wanted us to answer the following questions, okay? They wanted us to give, state what the y-intercept was, state what the slope was, and then write the equation of this line. Okay, those are the things that they want. So what I want to do is, first off, I'm going to pay attention to, these ones are actually going in order, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The thing I want to look for first always is I want to find where my x is 0. So right here, my x is 0. And so that is going to tell me my y-intercept. So my y-intercept is going to be -1. Okay, that is my y-intercept. Okay, now for slope, I want to look at what's happening. Now in this case, I'm going in number order, so I can look and see, hey, what's happening from here to here to here to here. Now from -7 to -4, I'm adding 3, -4 to 1, -1, I'm adding 3, -1 to 2, I'm adding 3, 2 to 3, I'm adding 3. Now you can't just always look at the difference of the y's, you got to look at the difference of the x. Now, so these ones are my change of y. Over here, this is going to be my change of x. Now my change of x each time, I'm going up by 1. I'm going up by 1. Because sometimes you don't go up by 1, so you got to pay attention to that. So in this case, since I'm going up by 1 for my x's, my change of y over change of x is going to be that 3. Okay, because I'm adding 3, adding 3, adding 3 every one. So my change of y was 3, my change of x is 1, and so 3 over 1 is 3, and that would be my slope. So now that I have my equation, it's going to be, let me just kind of color code this. So this was my slope. Okay, that's my slope. So I am going to go and do y equal mx plus b. And my m is my, m, trying to color code, is my slope, and my b is my y-intercept. So when I write my equation, this is going to be y equal 3x, because my slope is 3, minus 1, and that would be my equation. I'm going to do one more, giving us an example if maybe they're not going by ones. So here, what you'll notice is I am adding 8. I am adding 8. I am adding 8. I am adding 8. Okay, each time I'm adding 8, but I'm not going by ones here. So my slope is not going to be 8. So this is my change of y, and my change of y is 8. Over here, my change of x. From here to here, I'm adding 2. From here to here, I'm adding 2. So in this case, every time I'm adding 2. So what you always want to do is find a pair of these, okay? Because sometimes we might have it going by 2 and then 3 and then 5. I might not be having numbers in 1, 2, 3, 4 order. You want to pair up a change of x and a change of y to figure out your slope. So my slope in this case is going to be change of y over change of x, which is 8 every 2, or 4 every 1, or just plain old 4. That would be my slope. My y-intercept is going to be my number that goes with my x being 0. That is my y-intercept. Okay, so then when we're answering questions, y-intercept is 3, slope is 4, and my equation of my line is going to be y equal 4x, because 4 is your slope, plus 3, because that is your y-intercept, and that's your equation. The last thing before I go here is, let's say they want us to write an equation for given 2 points. Let's say I have 0, 3, and the point 7, let's see, 7, 11. I don't know. We'll do 7, 11. So we know my y-intercept. This is going to be my y-intercept, okay? Now, if you want, you could kind of make a table here of x and y. We have 0 and 3. We have 7 and 11. And I need to look at my change of x and my change of y. So my change of x is going to be 7. My change of y is going to be 8. So my slope is going to be change of y over change of x, which is 8 over 7. That's my slope. So then my equation is going to be y equal my slope, which is 8 over 7x. Again, this is my slope. And then my y-intercept is the 3. My y-intercept is where my x is 0. So that was that. And again, this is my y-intercept, and that's your equation. So hopefully this helps.